Merry meet and welcome to our stream, everybody. This is Ariel. I'm looking a little disheveled here. We are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch for a general reading for all signs. Moderating today on YouTube is the lovely Shirley and the lovely Honey Paw. Thank you, moderators, and thank you to everybody for joining us today for this general reading. If you're watching on YouTube on a restream, just use those timestamps in the video description if you don't want to watch the shuffling that's coming up. I'm reading today with this Tarot Soprafino. Now, this deck is not available, but I've put another deck that's very, very similar to it in the video description of this video if you'd like this deck. I'm going to use my own homemade 300-year-old formula cologne to purify, and I've put a link in the video description on how you can do that yourself as well. 3 sprays in the room is more than sufficient, and it smells divine. Like I said, this is a general reading for all signs. Oh, I think I'm probably distorting. Pull back from the mic, Ariel. All signs for today, the 20th of May, 2023, going out to everybody, whether you're watching live or on a restream. It does go out to a lot of people, so if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you, just disregard it, because it's probably not meant for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your own individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, all of which are available for easy restream on my website, ariels-corner.com, Ariel's Corner with a hyphen.com. I am living proof that Mercury retrograde doesn't mean anything, because I tend to be worse off when Mercury's direct. I'm all over the place today. Let's see. I have a shop at arielscornershop.com, arielscornershop.com. We have all kinds of merchandise there, including the tarot decks that I read with that are still in print. And we make a small commission off of each and every sale. We do appreciate your support, but mostly what we appreciate is that you're here with us today, and I'm going to do my best to give you the most accurate reading I can. So to that end, I need to shuffle these just a bit more. We'll give it a nice clean cut, and then we'll see what's in the cards for everybody today, the 20th of May, 2023. Skiddy. All right, I think this is good. Let's do one more shuffle. Since I'm running behind anyway, I may as well just keep going. All right, here we go. Let's see what's in the cards for everybody today. Thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate you so much. We have, nice, that beautiful 9 of Cups that came up yesterday for something I was reading. Beautiful Ace of Swords. I love it. 10 of Wands. Okay, this is good. You're the winner. This is win-win-win. You're victorious. You have all the power to overcome whatever happens to be that you might consider a conflict or a problem in your life today. And you have so much power of influence over your life. So you're really doing well. What you don't want to do is allow yourself to be overburdened and think that this influence and this power and all of that means that you have to do every little thing yourself, right? So if there's delegating that you can do that. If there's some way to offload some burden, do that, because burden is not the same thing as power, right? In fact, burden robs us of our power. Overburden robs us from our power. So the universe's will for you is not to be burdened by things. So if you're burdened with things and you think, and especially if you're proud of your burdens, like I know I get into that sometimes. Oh, look at all the stuff that I do, even if people do acknowledge you for all of that you do and are happy for you, if you're feeling burdened, it's not helping them either. It's not helping anybody. So you just offload those burdens. And if you have to do less, you have to do less. If you have to have more people help you, you have to have more people help you. If things don't turn out exactly the way you think they should have turned out, they don't turn out the way that you thought they should have turned out. No matter what, you're the winner. You have amazing influence over your world, and you don't need burden in order to make that be so. Don't micromanage your life today. It's okay if everything's not perfect the way you think it should be, because there's a perfection that you may not even be ready to notice or to see. It's okay. You're more than okay. You're more than okay today. Okay means like, right? You're amazing. You're really doing what you're supposed to be doing, right in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, having all kinds of beautiful, like I said, influence and power over your environment. And if you're taking the manifestations from that influence and burdening yourself with those things, that's on you. That's something that you're doing. So let's unburden ourselves today. Let's just make that a clear cut goal, that anything that is weighing heavy upon us, we're just going to let it go today. We're going to find the way, even if you don't know how. Just say, I'm going to cast this burden on infinite intelligence that lives within me, and I go free. So think of infinite intelligence as being a spot right in the innermost center of your heart, like physically in the innermost center of your heart, and that connects you like a little wormhole, if you will, to eternity. And so eternity lives within you, and you're going to just you're going to throw into that wormhole inside your heart all these burdens and let infinite intelligence take them. And an infinite intelligence's response to that is thank you. And now let's get busy. Now we can do what you're here to do. You're not here to be burdened. You're here to win. You're here to be victorious. You're here to thrive. You're here to thrive, not to be burdened. So casting the burden, I cast this burden on infinite intelligence that exists within me, and I go free. Remember that. Or do it in other words. You don't have to use my words. There's nothing special about those words. It's just how I do it. Okay, 6 of coins, 6 of swords, death card. Death to the burdens. Death to burdens. Yay. You're so great. Look at this. The miraculous outcomes. Don't look at things today as like problems, right? Say something happens, something comes up and you're like, oh God. Look at it in a new way. It's an opening. It's an opening for you to find your power. Whatever it is, it's an opening for you to find your power. It's a miracle in disguise. It's a miracle waiting to happen. There's 2 miracles waiting to happen today, or two phases of the miraculous waiting to happen. The 6s are always miraculous. The 1/6 is wherever there seems to be a problem, or wherever there seems to be conflict, or wherever there seems to be something that you're assuming isn't working out. It's saying, look again. Look again. Actually, something good came out of that. Not something wonderful is coming out of that. Look at all of your power. Look at all of your ability to not only just overcome, but to reorient yourself, to see things in a new way today. And then this other miraculous manifestation is financial. And some of you have already started seeing at least evidence of that. Now, a financial miracle, a lot of people hear, oh, a financial miracle. Does that mean a basket of money on my doorstep? Does that mean I'm going to win the lottery? Well, I mean, anything's possible. But no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the miraculous is where you stop throwing your illusions upon the screen of space and allow infinite intelligence to show you the truth instead. That's all a miracle is. It's what's already wanting to happen, but you're not letting it because you're too, and not just you personally, but any of us, we're too used to and addicted even to the way that we think things are. And we don't want to give up our ideas about the way things are. We want to be right. We want to be right about it. And the miracle is saying, but what happens if you're wrong? Maybe you're wrong. Maybe there's another way to see this. And when you see it in another way, what happens? The manifestations change to reflect that new way of seeing things. That's called magic. And the miraculous is when the magic happens from infinite intelligence's point of view rather than your own. Now, there's nothing wrong with having goals. That's what this is all about. There's nothing wrong with having goals and having things that you want to do and creating a life that you want for yourself. Absolutely. But then that's not what these things are talking about. These things are talking about the solar light. The solar light knows what the truth is behind all of that. And if even for a day, and this is a good day to do that since it's death to burdens. Today is the death to burden day. Since you're going to be unburdened anyway, what happens if you just say, well, why don't you just do it all today? Infinite intelligence. How about if the solar light just comes in and shows me for a minute instead of me showing it what I want, what I think I want? What we do is we give a shopping list to infinite intelligence. I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, make it blue, make it green, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not like infinite intelligence is thinking that you're sinning or something. There's nothing wrong with that. But the problem that we are confronted with that is that we think that our plan is going to make us happy. And we have oftentimes no clue what's going to make us happy. We think we know, but how many times have you gotten what you thought you wanted and it wasn't quite what it was cracked up to be, or you got bored with it, or you didn't like it, right? So if we say, well, for today, I'm going to just unburden myself from even that, from even having an idea of what's going to make me happy. And I'm just going to call in the solar light and I'm going to say, what do you want from me? Because we don't understand that the will of that solar light, that will of that infinite intelligence is for our happiness, our joy, our success, our prosperity, all our resolutions, our peace, our freedom, right? So a lot of our heart's desires are definitely infinite intelligence calling to us to come forth. But for today, how about if even those we say, I might be off track. For today, how about if infinite intelligence just shows me and I don't make up any choices for myself today? I'm not going to make up my own mind about what's going to make me happy today. I'm not going to look at something that maybe like with this that I did or that somebody did to me or something that might seem like a conflict. I'm not going to look at it and just assume that I know what that means. I'm going to say, well, what do you think this means? And then we see the miracle behind that. I'm not going to look at my finances and say, okay, now I know what to do. I'm going to get this done and I'm going to do this and I'm going to save this and I'm going to invest that. How about today we just say, I don't know what to do to be financially prosperous. What do you want for me and my money? And then that's where that miracle happens, when we see it in a whole new way. And when you see something in a new way, that's the catalyst for its manifestation. That's Magic 101A, isn't it? You visualize it first, you have a vision of what you want first, and then that vision attracts the circumstances that you require in order for that vision to manifest. And the screen of space then reflects those images. Well, what happens if those images come to you from the source of life itself that knows exactly every little detail that's going to make you absolutely happy? What happens if you let that vision supersede the stuff that you're coming up with, just for today, just as an experiment? Since today's the day of unburdening ourselves and killing off the burdens, we may as well go whole hog, right? And I'm not going to be burdened by the things that I think are going to make me happy, because a lot of times the things that I think are going to make me happy aren't coming from me. They're coming from my ego mind, which has only one goal, and that's to burden me in order for me to have some sort of self-destruct. Right? So today I'm not going to do that. Just for today, I'm going to let infinite intelligence take the reins. So 2 meditations, if you want to do them, that are indicated by this is that one called Letting Problems Die, and that could be for today called Letting Burdens Die. And the other one is the Solar Light Meditation. And you can find both of those on my YouTube channel, yes, and also on my website, ariels-corner.com. It's a fabulous day. You're doing great, but allow yourself to enjoy your day today. Allow yourself to let go of these burdens and allow infinite intelligence to give you the day that you really want. Give you the most perfect day that you could possibly have. It's not only possible, but it's available to you. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today, and thank you to the amazing moderator team. Today we had Shirley and Honeypaw. Thank you so much, moderators. And thank you to everybody for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow for another general reading. Blessed be.